Good morning. Time to make the coffee. Chocolate coffee again today. I probably shouldn't have chocolate. They say it's bad for people with esophagitis. Any caffeine, really, you shouldn't have. But life goes on. Anyway, I've dealt with this problem for so many years that I just kind of know what to do when it flares up, so we'll just deal with it as it comes up. So yesterday, you'll be proud of me, I planted my beans. Yes, I did. So I hope they come up because I soak them and then I let them dry up and then I planted them, and so we'll see if they come up. Some of them were starting to sprout, but I don't know if they were still viable. I planted them in the Dollar Tree stackable planters, but I only put them too high, so we'll see if they come up. I still have two stackable planters that I want to plant. One is a Mr. Stacky, which is bigger than the Dollar Tree stackable planters. The little planter pods, or whatever you want to call them, are deeper and wider. So, but I'm not sure what I want to plant in there yet. And hopefully today there won't be any more doggy disasters like yesterday where they knocked over my City Picker grow box. So it's going to be 74 again today. It's cool this morning, but yesterday was very pleasant to work outside. So that was nice. Something's floating in my coffee grounds. Alright, so this morning I'm already making some yogurt. Well, I'm draining the yogurt that I made yesterday. So, and it turned out pretty good. I had to ferment it for a long time, but that's not unusual for a first batch. Dairy yogurt ferments much quicker and much nicer, actually, than the soy yogurt. But I decided I wanted some soy yogurt because I opened a container of soy milk, and I know I'm not going to drink it, so I figured I would make some yogurt with it. And I still have some homemade freezer jam. It's like a mixed fruit that I can put into the yogurt because I want to use that up too. So, okay, cheers this morning. Oh, there they go. We've got the guys from the fiber optic working out there. So, of course, they have to let me know that there's people out there that don't belong out there. So, anyway, I think I'm going to head out to the garden in a little bit. I'm waiting for it to warm up a little bit. So, all right, I will meet you at the budget book shortly. Going to enjoy my coffee. Well, here's the soy milk I made a day or so ago. And it's just soy milk and water. There's no additives to it, except I added 4 probiotic capsules. Just whatever I had around. Now I did ferment it for a long time because after 8 hours it just was still milk. So, but this turned out pretty thick, and it's very tart, extremely tart because I fermented it so long, well, cultured it so long. But I want to turn it more into a Greek yogurt, so I'm going to put it in a mesh and let it drain. So let me give this a taste, and Yeah, it's very sour, but it's not unpleasant. So if you don't have yogurt, I imagine you can do this with milk too. I brought it up to just below a boil. Let it cool down to 108 to 110 degrees. And then added the capsules, whisked them in there. And I made this in my little Cosori Instant Pot. So there we go. Fresh homemade yogurt. Okay, here I'm draining my yogurt, and it's dripping quite a bit of liquid. So I'm going to try and make a bread with the liquid. But I got this little strainer from Temu, and it wasn't expensive at all, and so far I like it. All right. Fresh homemade yogurt. So easy. All right, so this is my I Do kitchen waste composter thing. It doesn't really make compost, but it does make this nice fertilizer. So I put some all kinds of things in here. I put my spent tea in here, coffee, banana peels, onion peels, citrus peels, whatever kitchen waste I have, I put in here. And then I mix this with the soil, and it feeds my plants. So no waste, and it's free fertilizer. This is not compost at this point. It needs to be processed before it turns into compost, but you can mix it with your soil. So okay, another way to save money. I mean, initially the machine cost me, it was on sale, I think it was $190, but it's so nice just to dump my kitchen waste in there and be done with it. All right. All right, here's another little hack that I did this morning. So I took the whey from the soy yogurt that I made. There was a little bit. And I combined it with a couple of tablespoons of mayo. And I put some of this ranch dressing in there. Now this is actually a packet of Hidden Valley Ranch, and I just reused the container. So I made some ranch dressing. Now it's not super thick, but it's really tasty. So using what I have, and I just finished my ranch dressing from Aldi, but I do have one in reserve. But with all the greens that I'm growing, I'm going to go ahead and eat this and save a little money. Then over here, I'm cleaning my I Do. And this is just some dried scraps that I had. So I'm going to use this water to water my plants. So okay, using what I have, trying desperately to save some money. And hopefully you guys are doing okay and making your money stretch as far as possible. That's why I post some of these little hacks that I do, and I hope it helps somebody if you're struggling. All right. Okay, back at my budget book. Yesterday I did not spend any money, but I think today I might. Aldi still has those avocados for 59 cents. So I may go pick some of those up. But the main reason I want to go to the store, well, I don't want to go, but I should go, is because I'm almost out of potting mix. and I still have some things that I want to plant in my stackable planters, and the potting mix isn't going to stretch that far. So I may stop either at Mark's or Home Depot and pick up some more potting mix so that I can finally finish up my garden, planting my garden. And hopefully next year I won't need as much potting mix because I am making compost. And the problem with the compost that I made, well, it was like 2 years ago, I think, I got fungus gnats in there, and oh, it was such a mess. Nothing grew in the soil that I put in my pots, and I had to treat the soil with mosquito dunk water, and it's non-toxic. It's safe for people and animals. I mean, you wouldn't want to drink it, but and it was just a disaster. So now it's I have quite a bit, but the problem with my composter is it's a tumbler, and it's so big and so heavy I can't turn it. So I need to get a crew over to turn it. But I want to put my bokashi compost in there. Bokashi is a fermented compost that once it's done, you let it sit for 2 weeks, and once it's done, you can put it in with your regular compost, and it deteriorates it much quicker, and it's got good bacteria in there and enzymes and everything good for the soil. So I'm trying to get more into doing organic gardening. I'll probably never be totally organic, but I'm trying to do my best to get maximum yield out of the plants that I have, because otherwise, in my opinion, it's not worth the effort. So anyway, that's my plan. Just really getting more into the composting, because I priced compost, and of course the price of that is ridiculous now too. So I'm working it, trying to save money. Okay, my friends, I will be back later, and who knows with what. All right, well, I finally did it. I went grocery shopping. It's like I just wanted to get it over with for the month. So today was a good day to do that. I could have worked in the garden, but it's like, nah, I don't feel like working in the garden today. So I ended up going grocery shopping. I did pick up a couple of extra things. I mean, I got dog treats and all that because I always do. But I went to Walmart, Aldi's, and Mark's. And I was looking for mainly specific food. And I was out of fruit. Was running low on like potato type things. So what I decided to do, rather than buy regular potatoes, I had to sneeze. I decided to go with frozen instead. Now that it's summer, you know, I'm going to be busy, I'm doing things, so I don't want to be fooling around with a lot of fresh produce other than what I'm growing in my garden. So that was kind of the plan. And even the fruit, I have a lot of frozen bananas, so I wanted to get some frozen fruit that I could make some smoothies with, or, you know, just things like that. So I got frozen fruit, but boy, I'll tell you, that's really gotten expensive too. You know, even a little tiny bag of it is close to $4. It's ridiculous. So anyway, but I did go to Dollar Tree too. I wanted to see what kind of frozen fruit they had, and they were wiped out. They didn't have anything. So Another thing I wanted to get was some ice cream, so I went to Aldi's for that. They seem to have the best prices on ice cream. So I got ice cream. I like to eat like the cookies and cream or the what is it, cookie dough. Well, bless you. Those are my favorites, and I always like to eat them with cashew nuts. So Aldi's, actually, these were like $2 cheaper than what they've been for quite a while, and I love cashews. So what I like to do, I like to get my ice cream, throw some cashews on there, and then just put just a little bit of chocolate syrup, not too much. I don't like it swimming in chocolate syrup. So I picked those up, and those were like 10 something. And then I got my raspberry syrup at Mark's. That was $3.99. And then while I was at Walmart, I got, since I'm going to be having morning coffee outside in the garden a lot, I ended up getting this really pretty mug, and it's got a lid. It's like an insulated mug. So I figured, even though it has like the gold on it, it'll keep my coffee warm. And when I'm out there, sometimes I walk away from my coffee mug and I don't want to get any little fruit flies and stuff in there. So I picked this up. I think it was $3.99. So it wasn't real expensive, but it's got a nice rubber bottom and the top, so I picked that up. And then also, while I was at Walmart, I picked up this bowl just so I can eat bowls. I have another one, but I wanted two, so I picked that up, and this matches the bowl I got at Mark's a few weeks back that I keep my fruit in. So I figured this will go with that. So I picked that up. And these two things look nice together because this has a gold rim too. So I picked those up. Then while I was at Walmart, I usually wear, like, in the second hole, I always like to wear like a little gold ball. Well, the little gold ball came off the stud. So I wanted to get a new pair of just plain little gold balls. And I had, actually I had a hard time finding those. They had a lot in silver and a lot of other little designs. But so I ended up, now this wasn't real cheap, but this is Claire's. So I ended up getting this, and this has the gold balls. But what I liked about it, it has these little tiny dangle earrings that I can wear in the second hole too. So, and it's got 3 pairs of those, and then it's got a plain one, and then, you know, it's got some other ones that I don't care about. But so I picked that up, and then I really liked this little necklace, and it kind of goes with these little earrings, and it's a moon and a star. I don't know if you can see that or not. But anyway, I thought it was really cute. So, and that was only $3.88. So I picked that up. And I spent quite a long time in the jewelry department looking for what I wanted. So anyway, then I stopped at McDonald's and I got an iced coffee. I always put napkins around it. So even if it's a McDonald's iced coffee, I always feel like high-end. That's ridiculous, I know. I like McDonald's iced coffee. It was only $2 for the large. So what else did I get? Oh, while I was at Aldi's, they had this, I forget how many watts. Anyway, they had this indoor-outdoor, it's like a tower heater, and it was regularly, the price said $59, and they were selling them for 17 something. So I asked the guy at the register, I said, would you check that price? You know, it's so cheap. He said, yep, it was 17 something. So I thought, you know, on my deck, it's cool in the mornings now, so I thought I would, that would be nice to have that on in the morning with a blanket and my nice warm coffee. So, and then what else did I get? Oh, I was excited about this. Okay, well, you guys know I'm always looking for new gardening things, so Mark's had these for $1.99, and what they are, this is basil, and it's like a what do you call it, Kratky, I think, hydroponic, anyway. And I got 5 of them, 2 orange and 3 green, because they will fit on a windowsill, and they're like the self-watering, and I have other self-watering containers that this must be the medium you grow it in. So it has that, and this particular one, the green one, is basil. So it's got organic basil seeds. And then I guess what you do is you put the rocks. I don't know, I have to read the directions. But anyway, I was excited to get that because I was going to make something, a DIY myself. I thought maybe I can make something with the little coffee pods. You can make you know, slits in them and stuff. But now I don't have to, because for $1.99, and it goes with my colors of orange and green. So I'll grow basil, and this one is cilantro, which isn't my favorite, but you know, it's okay. I can always make parsley or something in there too. So that was it. That was it on my finds, and I was happy because I didn't break the bank, and I got some really neat things that are useful to me. So anyway, that was my adventure for the day. I didn't do any planting today, and I'm tired. Shopping always makes me tired, but I figured I might as well do it all in one day, get it over with, and be done with it for the month. So, all right, my friends, that's all I have for you today. I want to wish you abundant blessings. I love you guys. Be good to yourself. Be good to others. God bless you. And I'll see you next time.
If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, comment, and like. Thanks for watching.